Welcome to the event. We're really happy that you're here. We're about to go live in just a few moments, but before we lift off, there's a few important things we want to make sure that you're aware of so you get the best possible experience out of this. First of all, the sound current is supremely important to us, the musical experience. So if possible, we really encourage you to use good speakers or headphones to experience the class with. Second, if you have any pre-existing injuries, please take care of yourself, modify as you need to. Don't risk exacerbating an injury because of a yoga exercise. If you have any pre-existing medical conditions and you're not quite sure if this would be good for you, please consult with your primary healthcare practitioner and make sure it's the right thing for you. Also, make yourself relatively comfortable. You can use a cushion, and in fact we encourage you in our seated positions, meditation practices, to use a cushion. It helps lift the heart up, keep the spine straight, and it's more ideal for the flow of energy in the body and for the meditation experience. You can even be sitting in a chair with feet flat on the floor for those of you that are unable to sit in a meditative sitting posture on the floor. Just use a chair, and for many of the exercises that will work perfectly fine. And then lastly, if you're having any problems with the video streaming, try refreshing the page, or if you see a gear icon on the video, adjust your resolution. If you're new to this type of thing, just take care of yourself. If there's something that you don't quite understand, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Everything that needs to click will click after a few times of trying it out. Enjoy the experience. We're about to get started in just a moment. Okay. Take your hands like this. And then just feel. Then okay. Feel. Again. And feel. And now, press the palms. Connect to motivation and intention. Suspension.
Exhale. Bueno, come onto the hands and knees. Cat-cow. Inhaling, head is up. Exhaling, head is down. Through your nose, breathe. Okay, it's a pretty good start, but as we continue, try to smooth it out. There's no real pause between the two positions. You're not flexing necessarily to maximum possibility. Instead, you're smoothing it out, making the spine nice and supple. Put your breath and your body in a synchronized rhythm. Eyes closed down so that you can bring your sensory awareness to the sound and the feel and the energy of the breath. And just for a moment, meditating on nothing but the breath. Synchronize the body with the breath. Synchronize the mind with the breath. All points of attention pointing towards the breath. Perfecto. Inhale, head is up. Now stay there, suspend, third eye. Exhale, head down. Relax child's pose for a moment. That's very good. And slowly come up. And stretch your legs wide out like a V shape. Try to be right on your sit bones. And then, even sometimes you might have like the edge of a cushion or something to keep you on your sit bones. Exhaling down, exhaling down. Taking your time, inhaling up. And do create a rhythm. Take your time. With rhythm, faster is not better. Rhythm depth, it can be slow, but smooth and deep rhythm. And continue. Inhale. Fold, exhale. Stay there, let the breath flow naturally. But please extend out through your chest. Just tuck the chin a little bit so the crown extends. And so there's not all this emphasis on going down, there's also emphasis on going out. And then you sink it down, but only to where it feels right for your body. Softening, breathing, follow the breath. Simple, simple. It's always the same instruction. Follow the breath. And yogis give a mantra to strengthen the mind's point of focus. So not only is the breath coming in and the breath is coming out, the mind here is sat on the inhale, nam on the exhale. The true name, sat, nam, sat, nam. Feet are flexed, energy in the toes, groin is soft, breathe. Extend. Sit. Nourish yourself. Numb. Opening. Sit. Numb. Relax. Shake your legs out. Come sitting Sukhasana. Sit bones. Heart held high. Inhale left, exhale right. Let it swing. Give it a great, nice rhythm. Opening. To the center, inhale deepest. Suspension. Draw the energy to the third eye. Lift the pelvic floor, rectum, sex organ, navel. Up and in. Soft the chest, soft the mind. Steady. Exhale. Hands to your knees. Chest lifted. This bounce. Follow the rhythm. You can put the mantra on the rhythm, and you give your mind those points to direct your awareness towards, and all other thoughts will come as it kind of stimulates and provokes the subconscious psyche. And you let that's how it goes. But you don't indulge that. You're not following that. You're following the breath. You're following the rhythm. Other things are going to show themselves. Other things are going to emerge in the field of the psyche. But know what is substantial and what is non-substantial in the context of a yoga practice. Not to follow the thinking mind. Drop down into the realm of rhythm and feeling. And give the thinking mind relief. It's exhausting after all. And the chi will centralize in the nervous system. The mind will enter into a great clarity, and the whole organism of the body, mind, heart, psyche becomes contented. Inhale, squeeze up, and exhale. And when effectively I'm able to give my mind, body, heart, psyche, organism, the human vehicle, this organism that we have, for the time being, it doesn't last forever, but here we are. The more that I give it contentment, the less is my consciousness and my awareness going to be perpetually going outside of myself to stimulate contentment. Of course we do that, we all have certain needs. We have relationship needs. We have life prosperity needs. We have some ambitions, etc., etc., etc. But all of those needs are going to be most effectively fulfilled when I'm not needy. Easier said than done. So to be needy in a relationship, we all know what that feels like, if we've been needy or someone's been needy towards us. But I'm talking about with our relationship with the universe, however you think about it, that relationship, and to create a non-neediness in the relationship with the creation. Sometimes it's all perspective. And Guru Nanak saying in his Japji, he's like, we're here, it's just, this is my paraphrasing, like, give me, give me, give me, give me. And all he says to that is that, and the great giver keeps giving. But in our neediness, we can't perceive all of the blessings that we're already having in our lives. Like, already exactly as it is, no improvement from where it already is right now. It's all perspective. And yet the mind is that which is so conditioned that it becomes very difficult to perceive the good things in our life when we're having a hard time. And sometimes when we're perpetually having a hard time, don't you think? Sometimes isn't there seasons of life where it kind of feels like we're perpetually having a hard time? Yeah. So, if in those moments, the other line that always rings in my mind from Nanak's Japji is, whatever pleases thee, that's the best for me. Because in this vision, the whole creation is personified as the supreme intelligence, as the supreme love. You know, every flower, every tree, every human. And whatever pleases thee. And then the relationship is really with that. It's the nucleus of ourselves, and also somehow the nucleus of the whole universe. The nucleus is everywhere. Circumference is nowhere. It's love. So that whatever pleases thee, that's the best for me. It's kind of like a thy will be done type of idea. But if I'm not able to say genuinely, let me say this differently. When things are so hard and I'm on my knees in grief, I have to be able to say, then, in that moment, whatever pleases thee, that's the best for me. If I can't say it then, it doesn't mean much any other time. You see? Because then the whatever pleases thee is still attached to the circumstances and how I want them to work out. And what is this I? I want them to work out. I want it to look like this. I hope this happens. I. This I is important. It's this kind of the central point of the yogic process of transformation is in this I. What in the Sanskrit they call ahankara. It is the identifying force. It is the great Shakti of the human being. Ahankara, which is much different way of just describing as well. It sometimes gets translated as ego. It is ego, but ego not in any sense of negative. Ego in terms of neutral. Ego is that as long as you're in a human body, you have to identify. In order for our lives to continue, you have to have some sense of strong identity, of individuation. That's what our ego is. Individuation is like, this is me, and this is not me. You know, this is mine, this is not mine. You can't function as a human being without this ego. Sometimes poetically, it's the glue that holds the soul to the body is the ego. Is the ahankara, but the ahankara literally translates as the I former. That which forms my I-ness, my sense of me. And she is personified, or not personified, yes, personified, but also just categorized, qualified as feminine, regardless of the gender of the person. She is, ahankara is the essential Shakti of the human being. And so when she's predominant, and what is this she? Already it's helpful because now even I'm taking my sense of I-ness and that which forms my sense of I-ness, and I'm creating some depersonalification? Is that a word? You understood what I mean? Personification? Personification. But, well, I'm depersonalizing it. It's less personal than just me. It's she. And so when she is identifying predominantly, she is my sense of self, my sense of what I am, my sense of how cool I am, my sense of how lame I am, my sense of how good my life is going, and my sense of how bad my life is going. You know what I mean? All these things. She's tender, actually. She's sensitive. That's why she's clothed, as Ayurveda explains it, in the dhatus, the 7 tissue layers of the human organism. The first is the rasa, the waters, the juices, the plasma of the body. Second is the rakta, the blood. Third is the mamsa, which is muscle tissue and skin. You see, she's clothed. And then comes fat tissue. She's cozy if you have good, healthy fat tissue. She feels snuggled. If you have good, nice muscle tissue, she feels more safe. Thus your confidence comes up. You see? And then you go rasa, rakta, mamsa, made of Asti is bone. Keep your heart held up high. Keep your head held up high. She feels a sense of stature. We're all looking for these things. And for sometimes maybe we're try to get a sense of stature by like who we're friends with, or what kind of things we're involved in, or how much money we have, or if we have a relationship or we don't have a relationship. It's affecting our sense of stature. But the glory of yoga and Ayurveda is that you're generating that from within. You're generating sense of stature not based on any outside thing, based on your inner experience and your connection to creation and creativity and knowing what your life is about. Asti Dhatu. So all of the tissue layers, Rasa, Rakta, Mamsi, Asti, they're all also the clothing of the mind, of the psyche. Rasa, your waters, the plasma is your juice. How juicy do you feel? How generally satisfied do you feel? This is the psychological effect of Rasa. Dhatu is how satisfied do you feel? Rakta is invigoration. Red blood cells is Rakta Dhatu. And so invigoration, how much kind of zest for life, how much feeling of ambition, how much kind of energy to work with and to live life with. And then mamsa, skin, muscle, that's again, it's about feeling confident. Meda is about feeling love. Fat tissue is love. Meda. Even when they put oil on the body in India, they call it swedana. They call it, what do they call snehana? Swedana is the sweat. And it means love. It means love. So fat tissue. And then maja is the nerve tissue and the marrow that fills our bones, and the brain tissue that fills our skull. And with good, healthy maja dhatu, you get a much more deeper sense of not just satisfaction, but fulfillment. And that's what maja is. It's that which fills the empty spaces of the body, the bone marrow, the brain tissue of the skull. So cool. And then asti maja. Shukra is the final tissue layer, and that's the semen and the egg, the sexual power, the creative force. And that's the most refined and final tissue layer, and really the most precious tissue layer. And it takes the longest to build up its vitality. As you eat food, it takes, a day to go through the first, a day to go through the second, a day to go. So by the time that good, nutritious meal you've had is nourishing your reproductive organs and energies, it's quite down the road. But this is why in Ayurveda and India and yoga, they revere such herbs that build that tissue layer. Ashwagandha, shatavari. And that's why they put it in ghee, and medicate it that way. And that's why they love things like milk in India. And they also, at least traditionally, don't treat their cows like we treat our cows. So it's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different vibe. Cows are their best friends, because they provide so much. They provide so much. That's right relationship. Like gratitude, this living being. And here in California, you drive down the I-5 and you go through these horrible cow death camps, They smell horrible. It's gross. It's like a wasteland, and they're just in these little things. And all of us eating our burgers. Sorry, I didn't mean to go down this road, but here we are. But just something to think about. It's not about burgers or no burgers, but what do I want to participate in? I think these things make a difference. Attention to detail makes a difference in life. And all of these make a difference in this inner landscape of how are we creating fulfillment in life? How are we kind of tuning our mind and our body to what life is all about, which is sensitivity and creativity, and to add to life while we're here. Because we are given so much. We get so also depressed and down that we can't feel that we're being given anything. In fact, it feels like we're being cursed. And so when we find ourselves in that place, the key is it has to be compassion. Have to somehow find our way to compassion for our own situation, our own bodies, our own suffering. And then when we can find our way into compassion, that collapsing of the chest, poetically and literally speaking, will start to reverse. And once again, we'll feel ourselves, we'll feel our sense of compassion, bring back some confidence. And then, after a day or two, so it's not about being scared to become depressed or being scared or feeling badly if we're feeling depressed or if we're feeling lousy about ourselves and lousy about our life. We shouldn't feel badly that we're already feeling badly. So we try to meet that with compassion. Otherwise, it creates more vrittis, more whirlpools that hold us in that suffering state. And that's why if you're really stuck in a hot, heavy depression, the key is to go serve others. Go try to help someone that is in what you can see is in a more difficult state than you, or at least equally as difficult. And it'll lift, because that puts you in harmony with life. Okay, hands on your ankles. So travel the sound current, travel the rhythm, focus on the breath. Go on quite the journey together this evening. And again, keep anchoring back into breath, rhythm, mantra, gaze, third eye. To the knees, hands. Third eye gaze. To the ankles, hands. Inhale, suspend, soft chest, soft mind, Mulaban, rectum, sex organ, navel, up and in. Exhale. That's pretty great. Come standing. Eyes open. Pick a gaze in front of you. Make your index fingers to your thumbs. Gyan Mudra, wisdom seal. And like a yogi's march, inhale up, exhale down. Come on. Stretch open your armpits. Move your lymphatics with your arms and your breath, and circulate your blood. Right? Get your big thighs up. Or bring the knees up to hip level. With each repetition, breathe with it. That'll circulate your blood. Pick a single point to gaze at and don't move from that point. Don't analyze that point. Just keep it super simple and gaze. Just a touch more low end from the Rumaki. Stretch up, inhale. Relax, exhale. Beautiful. Come with your arms out. Fingers firm, legs are strong. Inhale. And then exhale in like a pranic windmill. Use your core, it lifts you on every inhale. Draw your pelvic floor in. Take your time and fill your lungs with a deep, direct breath on every inhalation. Come on, breathe. Exchange oxygen into your bloodstream. Purify and rejuvenate. Use your core strength. That's where all the power comes from. Both in the physical sense, so you're not injuring or overstretching, by focus on strengthening. Use your core as you lift. And on an energetic sense, it's also where all the power is. It's where you generate. And through the Kriya practice, then you circulate. Open the channels. Stimulate the chakras. Open up fields of awareness. Circulate the powerful chi from below the diaphragm up into your chest, heart, center. And then later, even higher up. Lift it into your heart center every inhalation. Concentrate. Yes, inhale up. Fingers firm. Legs strong. Relax, exhale. Come sitting. Okay, take some water, please. Okay, O-shaped mouth. The breath is from your chest though. Anybody who did our 14-day practice from the first lunar eclipse to yesterday's solar eclipse, you know this Kriya. Okay? It's always a great one to keep handy. Tip of the nose is the drishti, the gaze. So try to just slightly open your eyes and gaze the tip of your nose. Puts an equal and opposite pressure on the frontal part of the brain. Frontal cortex, pituitary. Yeah, you can also, if you need to find the tip of your nose, where is it? Tip of my nose. You take your finger and you watch your finger and then you touch it. Oh, there it is. And then you look at it. Okay? That's how you do it. It's the secret. So here's what the but we don't want to look at the tip of our nose. What a burden. That's so annoying. Tip of the nose. It's not annoying when it starts making you blissful though. Because the chi concentrates, the intuitive psyche opens. And when the intuitive psyche, the whole body that has been suffering from the stresses of life gets restored and rejuvenated. That's the power of intuition. It connects you. It is intuition, connected into the creation. Go into it. That's what intuition is all about. Go into it. What is it that you're trying to figure out in your life? Yeah, go into it. But normally our minds are so busy, and the thinking and then thinking and the spinning is never stopping, and you can't go into it because the mind like that will always keep you on the surface of things. Kundalini Yoga Kriya practice transforms these busy tendencies and takes that busy power of the mind and collects it in the central nervous system. Circulate the chi. O-shaped puckered mouth that's coming from your chest, not your cheeks. It's very diaphragmatic breathing. The hands open as they twist out. They close as they twist in. Don't use your cheeks, use your chest. Too many cheeks I'm seeing in this room. Just no moving cheeks. Stop it. Come on, rhythm. Get out of the head, do something. Bring a force, bring a synchronization. Synchronize yourself, synchronize mind, body, breath, field. In Einstein's language, the field is always greater than the particle. So if you want to change the matter, the tissue layers of the body, first adjust the field of the psyche, field of the electromagnetism. Then begins the practice of yoga. 20 seconds, let's go. The mouth, inhale deepest. Make your hands into fists and squeeze your spinal muscles. Lift your pelvic floor, rectum, sex organ, navel. Up and in, squeeze, exhale. Dos más. Mulaban, spine, fists. Come on, squeeze deep. Distribute the energy into every tissue. Exhale. Yeah, the marrow, the bone, inhale. the blood, the plasma, the juices, the reproductive systems. Squeeze. Exhale. Excellent job, beautiful people. Next exercise, your favorite and mine. Instagram loves it. So funny, you know, when you do 25,000 likes, you know. If you do some like little Dharma teaching, it's like 40. All right, you ready? Same breath, same gaze. How many of y'all already forgot tip of the nose for at least the last half of that last exercise? Yes, me too. All right, so try it. Stop doing that. Stop forgetting. Heel of the palm, like. Clarifying your domain. Lead with the heel of the palm. Tip of the nose, gaze, the breath, O-shaped mouth from the chest, and go. All the power is from below your belly button, navel point. That's where the power, that's where the pivot comes from. And it's not just your arms, it's your whole upper body. In the rhythm, go. Merge into the rhythm with your body and your brain, with your breath. Come on. Inhale, left arm out, right arm back. Tighten your fingers, squeeze the fingers as tight as steel. Lift the pelvic floor, squeeze your body. Exhale. Switch. Lift the pelvic floor. Fingers, all these fingers, centers of your brain, squeeze them. Squeeze them. Tighter. Exhale. Switch. Squeeze them. Fingers. Exhale. Relax. Last exercise. Then you're just gonna lay on your back and be like, Okay, so one more. Like this. Same breath. Tip of the nose, gaze. Swing it. It'll open the spine at the height of your thoracic heart center. Keep your shoulders released down and circulate the chi. Fingers are not tight and yet they're not touching. Swing. Come on. Tip of the nose, gaze. Final minute, let's go. You can move your energy, you can move your life. Tip of the nose. Inhale, O-shaped mouth. Inhale, squeeze the spine. Squeeze your fingers tight. Stretch your tongue out maximum. Stretch it out. Pull it. Exhale. Inhale. Squeeze the spine. Make your fingers tighter than steel. Stretch your tongue. Max. Out. Out. Pull it. Exhale. Inhale. Fingers. Root lock. Spine. Stretch the tongue. Squeeze so it shakes you. Exhale. Relax. Please, beautiful friends, relax onto your back. Move your fingers and toes. Okay, rotate the wrists and ankles. Make your palms friction, soles of the feet friction. Then cat stretching. Beautiful. And hug the knees. Rock and roll several times. Come up. So now we're ready for really the most beautiful experience. Especially if you really devote to going into it. Try not to stay out on the surface of things, which of course happens when we're staying in the thinking field, following the mind's many narratives with our awareness. Instead, this meditation gives you such a beautiful rhythm and such a beautiful point of focus that anyone can do it. That's what's so great about Kundalini Yoga meditations. It's not, you can't really be good at them or not good at them. You either just do them or you don't do them. It's kind of more what it is, you know. And I think there's ways where you can do it well, and you can also ways you can do it more distracted. But even if doing a kriya where you're holding the posture and you're doing the breath, and even if you kind of had one of those days where you remain distracted pretty much the whole time, it's still going to work really great. Still. You're going to inhale at the end, and you're going to exhale, and you're going to feel better. And it's just what it is. And during that meditation, your subconscious was really active, and so it's getting out some of that extra energy that's there. And then when you're done with the kriya, it's kind of released, and then you feel calmer after, because that energy would have been circulating kind of in a kind of under the surface, little mini tornado, and then causing us more like low-level chronic anxiousness or insecurity, these types of things. So the Kundalini Yoga Kriyas, sometimes in the midst of them, they feel a little bit agitating. And sometimes it feels like the mind is more active than even before when we started, but no, it's just you're being forced to look at what's going on and to feel what's going on and to be with it and to just keep doing the kriya. Your index fingers cross and your thumbs point away from you. The backs of the middle rings and pinky fingers press against each other and point up towards the ceiling. Jupiter index fingers are crossed. The thumbs are out. The backs of the middle ring and pinky fingers press against each other, pointing up towards the sky. And this is your mudra, the heart seal, arousing the great heart of wisdom and compassion, bodhicitta. So first you close your eyes. And you feel into your own body, and you start to slow down your breath. And you feel into the happiness of our life and the sufferings. And you start by just connecting to your genuine aspiration to become truly fulfilled. And to be truly freed from suffering. Don't we all have that heart aspiration deep down? None of us want to suffer. And just like I don't, you don't. And we share that as a common bond, a familial bond with all living beings, actually. In that way, you can extend our hearts to all living things in an instant with your awareness, your sensitivity. You can think of someone you love without measure, someone you would do anything for. You can think of how much you want them to really truly be fulfilled, and how you wish they'll never have to have suffering. You can wish that. And then you can let it go into the ether, and it begins a suspend, 2, 3, 4. Then exhale, 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 exhale. Suspend it out. 2, 3, 4. Then suspend. 0, 3, 4. Exhale, exhale. Suspend out. 2, 3, 4. 4-stroke inhale. 4-count suspension. 2, 3, 4. 4-stroke exhale. Suspend out. Spacious. 3, 4. Then segmented breathing. Every stroke of the breath is crucial. Every moment of suspension is precious. Exhale, 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 exhale. Suspend out. Soften the mind. 4. Then suspend. Ta, na, ma. Then sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, na. Sa, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Ta, sa, stay so steady in the posture and keep going. And do nothing but the Kriya. And that's quite simple to do. It means don't move your body. Hold the posture beautifully. Feel the elegance in the body. Dwell in the inner rhythm. Na. 4. keep going and begin, if you're not already, using the mantra. Da, na, ma. Then sa, ta, na, ma. It's chanting without moving your lips. Sa, it's the inner vibration of the mantra. Na, ma. Sa, ta. Stay with it. Why not? Oh, my mind, be with the inner space, the breath, the vibration. And bring yourself into bliss. Ride the breath, ride the mantra, ride the rhythm into a bliss field. Inhale. Exhale. Hold the posture perfectly and take your deepest inhale. Exhale. Relax. Let the body relax. Keep the eyes closed. And before moving on to anything else, be with your breath and your body. Muy bueno. Beautiful job, everybody. As always, so nice to do this together. As always, thank you to the magnificent LFA team for working their asses off and putting so much love into making all the things that happened that may really to make it what it is. Everything that all of us do is important. And so thank you. And just a reminder, October 8th through the 12th is the Art of Living experience, which is you can do from anywhere in the world. It's going to be incredible. Life-changing type of an experience. Wednesday evening through Sunday afternoon, October 8th through the 12th. And then, for people who really have the wherewithal and are feeling adventurous and want to do something crazy awesome, you get on a plane or get in your car and drive to, fly to, or take a boat maybe. You have to take a car at some point, but first you could take a boat, say, from some other country. Maybe you're coming across the Atlantic. Don't take a boat. But you'll have to get to Boone, North Carolina one way or another, in the Appalachians, in the autumn. Best time of the year to be there. And some of the oldest mountains in the world at the Art of Living Center there. Incredible facilities that we'll be at doing this experience, this course called The Art of Living. And but as with all our stuff, our global broadcasts are really great. They really transmit, and it'll bring it to you. And in some ways, the virtual experience is just as good. And so anyways, that is happening. If you want to do something amazing that'll really kind of last with you the whole season long, and restorative on so many levels, creatively, confidence, body. You're going to work out. You're going to be like feeling good, looking good by the end of this thing. It's a full experience, and it's wonderful. But it's pretty much on those days that's what you're doing. You know, it goes from the first session is in the morning. This is East Coast time, and then you just based on where the time zone of the person is, you do it whenever. But there's 2 sessions a day, morning session and afternoon session, and you do that for 4.5 days: Wednesday evening, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning. And within that period of time, you'll go through a wonderful, wonderful transformation experience. And it's so fun. You won't want it to end once it's about to end. Those are the best things, though, right? Okay, Satnam, thank you. See you next week. Satnam. Every so often in our lives, there does come a time, a moment arises, where we have an opportunity to really do something extraordinary. There is such an opportunity that I think for many of you, you will find this to be, if you jump in, something you'll never ever forget, something that transforms life in such a magnificently wonderful way, and yet it's real, it's practical, it's not fluffy, it's not something far out, it's for the everyday person, everyday human. But those of us who are really committed in our life to living well, to living with a sense of purpose, there's things that need to go, old ways, old patterns, even in our own mind, our own ways of doing things that we already know need to be transformed so we can truly be happy and truly be healthy and live with more joy. And so this is an opportunity happening this October in the mountains of Boone, North Carolina, these incredible Appalachians, in the autumn at the amazing Art of Living Retreat Center. This is not a typical retreat center. This is an incredible place that is built for exactly this type of thing, for us to go into great meditation experiences, yogic practices, but eat the most wonderful food together, to enjoy some of the most extraordinary music, and all of this blends into this one transformational experience that we call the Life Force Academy Immersion. It's short enough that if you really want to come to this, it's not that difficult to fit it into the schedule. Yet it's long enough that over just a matter of a few days, we can deliver true, substantive, life-changing, life-uplifting transformation. We've been doing these for over a decade. They're magical. They're a little bit of hard work, as all good things do require a little bit of hard work. Anything that's going to actually stay, anything that's going to be substantive enough. And yet, when you leave, and every person pretty much over a decade of doing these multiple times a year will agree, the main thing is it's fun. And you feel so good. And at first it's like, I'm not quite sure, but by the middle of it, it's like, I never want this to end. It's so good. So if you want to do something in your life right now that's so good in that type of a way, that builds your vitality, that builds your clarity, that builds your self-confidence, that builds your intuition, join us at the Art of Living Retreat this October for the Life Force Academy Immersion. The first Life Force Academy Immersion we're doing at this extraordinary retreat center, so we couldn't be more excited. I want to personally invite you to this event, to come in, to experience this in person, and to do something that I believe you will never ever forget. Tap through to learn more, to read all about it, to see what's involved. This is for anyone. You don't even need to have previous experience with the Kundalini yoga practices or with all the other different Ayurveda. This is for anyone. If you're feeling the call to join in, I want to encourage you to follow that call. We would love to have you there. We would love to welcome you there for the Life Force Academy immersion at the Art of Living Retreat Center this October, Boone, North Carolina. But what we can do in several days is we can create a substantive momentum for ourselves. We can really plug into the source of our happiness and confidence and creativity, and we can gain good perspective on our lives to take our baby steps.
Kundalini has really helped me cultivate the energy to stay focused and present, and to help move blockages.
Doing it online is kind of almost doing it in present. It's like really, you get the same exactly benefits.
And even at home, you do really feel part of the community, you know? Like I really felt like this was my new family.
My first online session, the shift in my thinking, in my attitude, the increased happiness, it's like nothing else that I've ever done online. Nothing else.
Of course, the voice of Simrit and the entire band, the sound current just moves through you.
Just the general teachings of Jaidev and his humor, his love, his kindness, his wisdom, his insight, like all of it is just such an incredible blend.
If we can create a little bit of time to not only do good exercises, center our life force, but to also arouse our wish for real happiness and the conditions of happiness, which means that I'm wishing for you to have real happiness in the conditions of happiness. Everybody wants happiness, so all it's really promoting is happiness through happiness training.